Talia. My name's Jaden. I work for Way Out Back Australian Safaris, and I was lucky enough to take La Trobe University on their Outbound Uluru trip here in Central Australia. After that, I got to take them right in close to Uluru, and they went on Marrickoo guided experience. So the Marrickoo experience, it's a half-an-hour guided walk with an Marrickoo guide, so an Aboriginal artist and interpreter. So they got to learn a little bit about the language, some of the Pitjantjatjara words, and they also got to learn about the symbols that have been used for thousands of years in cave artwork, which is really cool. After that, I took the guys back to the cultural centre, and they got to sit down with one of the Marrickoo artists and learn about how the story is told through the artwork. They also got to actually do some artwork and take that home as a bit of a memento. After the Marrickoo experience, I took the guys around to the sunset viewing platform. We watched the sun set across from Uluru and the beautiful red colours on the rock, which was really amazing. After sunset, we took the guys around to see the Field of Lights, which is a massive display of 50,000 solar-powered lights made by Bruce Munro and inspired by some of the local Aboriginal stories for the area. Day 2 was an early rise for the guys. We took them out to see the beautiful sunrise over Uluru and Katajuda from the cattle grids viewing area. After sunset, I took the guys around to Katajuda to do the beautiful Valley of the Winds hike through the domes. Now, Katajuda is 546 metres high, it's 34 square kilometres in total, and it extends massively down under the ground. So all you see there is the tip of the iceberg. the afternoon, the team got to go and do a camel train ride through the desert. They've helped in opening up the centre in exploration in the early 1900s. They didn't need water very often. They could go up to 10 days without a drink, which made them very good out here because there isn't a lot of permanent water sources in the desert. Day 3 was another early rise for the team. We got to go straight back into Uluru and spend a few hours around the base, doing a few walks and learning about the traditional Aboriginal culture. The Aboriginal culture around the rock is very important. It's built on what is called the Chukapa, which is the creation time and what the Ananu people believe is real and how the world came to be. Now this is an area where the Aboriginal men, they would have spent a lot of time preparing their tools, fixing their tools, and also hunting out on the plain that you can see behind us. Now when it rains here at Uluru, Uluru is made of an Arco sandstone. It's very porous, which means it soaks up the water like a sponge. We were very lucky over the last 3 days. We've had absolutely beautiful weather, a low of about 5 here at night, a high of about 28, beautiful clear blue skies the whole time. Now the Ananu people, their culture was somewhat segregated in that the men and the women's tooling was very separate. Now traditionally a man would carry a spear and a boomerang, and that spear and boomerang were primarily for hunting. Now the Ananu women, they would carry a wana and a piti. Now Uluru is 348 metres tall, it's 9.4 kilometres around the base, and it actually extends about 6 kilometres straight down into the earth. So it's a massive slab of rock, and we literally just see the tip of the iceberg. A huge thank you to La Trobe University Accommodation Services for coming out here, bringing your students out to the centre of Australia, and I hope that we'll see you guys again soon in the future.
A lot of times we go all around the globe, we go to abroad, other countries, what we fail to realise is what's in our own backyard.
I really enjoyed the interpretive walk that we had to the Mutijulu waterhole because it was really interesting. We got told a lot of stories about the different tools they used.
And I think for me the camel ride was one of the highlights. The reason is because horse riding and all that kind of stuff is a bit sort of common, but you don't really get to do camel ride in that kind of desert environment a lot.
Favourite part of the trip would have to be the traditional dot painting, which we had a 30-minute session of painting our own story, which we got to keep in the end.
The other thing that's amazing is because most Australians don't even come to Uluru, let alone international students. So it's just such an honour to be able to come out with these guys. A, the company was amazing, and B, just to go to such a spiritual and such a spectacular place as Uluru.
Never actually seen barely any of Australia, so it's pretty cool that through living on campus I'm able to see Uluru.
It's experiencing the indigenous culture and how actually rich it is, the stories, looking at all the artworks, it's just exceptional, phenomenal. You can't get that experience anywhere else.
I'd just like to really give a quick thanks to Sam and Caroline and Accommodation Services for giving us this opportunity. Really like to encourage anybody else thinking about giving it a go next time. It was really great.